Hi, everybody. This is Gayle, and welcome to my channel. Gosh, it has been, I can't believe it's been 2 weeks, but as you all know, if you're keeping up with my Instagram or my Twitter feed, I have just gotten back from Alaska a couple of days ago. And to form, I came back with a cold. So if my voice gives out, I apologize in advance. So sorry about that, you all. But we had a good time. We actually hit a warm snap. I know everybody asked me if it was cold in Alaska. This time I would have to say no, because we did catch the warm snap. So we had temperatures mostly in the 30 degrees, which is nice and balmy for this time of year in Alaska. Had we been there the week before that, then temperatures would have been much different, and we would have been looking at the negative 20s or lower. So very glad that we missed that. The downside is we also missed the northern lights, because the thing about the northern lights is according to the people that I talk to anyway, you tend to see those when it's clear, and the clearer the skies, the colder the weather. So we miss them, but I don't feel cheated. And when you see the videos that are coming up, you'll see why I don't feel cheated. We just had an incredible experience. I explain it. I just cannot explain it. I've got some videos coming up this week that'll explain it better. Right now we have Joshua Williams in the house. Hello, Joshua. How are you? Woo! Good to see you. You are going to be getting the shout out for being here first. So let me get that going. So glad that you can make it tonight. So I'll be getting that shout out here in just a second. I'll let my computer catch up with me. So if you're here, I'm going to take it that YouTube did send out the notifications and you're doing good. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad you're doing good, because it's nice to see you. And we have Candy the Wee Service Dog. Hi, Candy the Wee Service Dog. How are you? I got a different hat tonight. I picked it up in Alaska. And I got to say that because the hat was so cute, I had to pick up a new boa to go with it. So I got this black and pink boa. Good. You did get a notification. All right. I mean, you know how it goes. You're never sure if YouTube actually gets those out or not. So it looks like, at least right now, they're on top of the game. We dare hope this lasts, do we? I hope so, but it's almost like too much to hope for. Sorry, you all. I will be drinking water a lot this evening simply because of my throat. And if I suddenly have to go off stream, it's because I'm having a coughing fit, and I will be right back. Candy is doing great. All right. Valerie Reese is in. Hi, Valerie. How was your trip? The pictures looked amazing. You all, she has been off on the tropical climate, enjoying the sun and in a cruise at Belize. And Candy the Wee Service Dog went to a bridal shower this morning at church. Oh, that's so exciting. Exciting. I love bridal showers. And I do notice that I've got 2 thumbs up. So thank you both for the thumbs up. Excuse me. Yes, as per usual, I did come back sick from the trip, but that's okay. It was worth every minute. Oh, Valerie just got back today at 3 in the morning. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Now that's like the time that we left Alaska. We left Alaska at like 2, so we got back in the afternoon. I would be so tired and so exhausted to get back at 3 a.m. I don't think I'd be online. I don't know how you're doing that. Pretty amazing. And Valerie says the vacation was awesome. We flew to Belize, not a cruise. Why did I think you were on a cruise? I don't know. I think maybe some of the food that you showed reminded me of cruise food that I've seen in other pictures. And Candy says, well, Valerie, I'm jealous. For you, that's really late. You slept in until 9 a.m. That's pretty amazing. All your pictures just absolutely made me jealous of your trip to Belize. But I had a good time too. Excuse me. Johnny OMG is here. Hey, Johnny. Hi and welcome. It's good to see you tonight. Now, Joshua, are you on Twitter? I'll do an @ message so you can see your shout out. For coming in and being here first, Joshua Williams is getting a shout out today via Twitter. I also want to give a huge shout out to Fairy Anna Vlogs and also to Pop Up. It's really funny about Pop Up. I won his giveaway for the solar charger, and then he turned around and won my giveaway for a postcard. So we have this. This is the postcard that's going out, and Fairy Anna Vlogs also won, and so she'll be getting the same one. I picked this up at Nagley's store, and that's up in Talkeetna. If you guys have seen the Alaska Railroad, then this is the store that you see quite often on the show. So, really interesting place. Johnny OMG says he's glad to be here. That's fabulous. Valerie says she loves Alaska too. It's beautiful there, just cold. And she sends a happy face. And Candy, the wee service dog, is welcoming Johnny. So welcome. Yeah, we actually, we really did pretty well. I can't complain about the cold. We hit a warm snap. So while we were there, the temperatures was in the 30s. But had we been there the previous week, we would have been looking at temperatures more like 20 below and lower, if you can believe that. And the day we left, I think it was like 6. So it's starting to get colder, but not as bad as you would expect for Alaska in the winter. We're really pretty fortunate overall. We had good weather for the most part. I mean, there was some that was, we saw some snow, and the snow was, oh my goodness, those snowflakes were easily as large as the palm of your hand and bigger. So it was just incredible. I've never seen snowflakes that large. The whole thing was just amazing. And Candy the wee service dog says, oops, my fingers hit the wrong buttons, Johnny. Okay. And Valerie says, Belize was very windy on the ocean, but the jungle area was beautiful. I can imagine. Yeah, it's funny that you mentioned wind on the ocean because we were standing there on the Gulf Coast of Alaska. On the Gulf of Alaska, and it was pretty cold there too. So we got not pretty cold, but we had a lot of wind rather. I'll get it out. I am not caught up. So, okay, Joshua, I've got your tweet posted now. That's your shout out. did get cold. I did catch a cold coming back, so I'm a little bit behind. So bear with me. Let me see if I can pull up a photo. I think it's on my Instagram feed. I'm posting photos and I'm back, but I made notes of what I did while I was gone. So I'm posting those photos with my notes on Instagram. So for the next little bit, even though I'm back, it's going to read like a diary because of the notes that I made. So let me see if I can pick. Okay, here we go. Some of you may have seen this online on my YouTube, Facebook page. And we have Stellar Piper is in saying, oh, well, thank you, over 50. Thank you, over 50. Wow, I appreciate that. Appreciate you being here. Appreciate you being you. Thank you so much for that super chat of $5. I really appreciate it. Woo! Thank you all. Over 50 and fantabulous. If you've not seen her channel, you've got to go. She is a fabulous lady. She is filled with faith. She's inspirational. She's upbeat. She's positive, and some people just go around making people's day better, and she's one of them. And thank you so much. I love you too. I appreciate you. And of course, I use that for expenses and so forth. Really appreciate it. Yeah, one of the neat things about this trip is my daughter got to go. And I don't know if you remember, but she had a stillborn earlier this year. So this gave her something positive to focus on. So that was nice about the trip. Let me see if I can pull up that photo right quick. Andy is saying, yay, Stellar is in the house. And Valerie is saying, we all love over 50 and fantabulous. And yes, we do. We do indeed. And Fairy Anna Vlog says, glad she got to go on the trip. It was really nice having her along. And over 15 Fabulous says, love you too, Sister Valerie. We're going to be saying hi and welcoming one another. Valerie says, I hope you'll be posting lots of video. I'm going to be posting some. I've really got more photos this time than video, but I do have some videos. One of the videos that I'm extremely excited about is of the boar tide of Alaska. We'll talk about that in just a second. Let me screen share here. And pull this up. Here we go. All right. Excuse me. We caught this amazing thing. We caught the boar tide. And the boar tide, it's a special tide that comes in. And there's actually a huge wave that comes in. I'll be talking about that this week when I post this video. But there's a huge tide that comes in, but it's going against each other. So it creates this wave. And what you see here on the water is actually ice. So you see all the ice rushing in with the tide. It's absolutely phenomenal. It's just, the whole thing is just gorgeous. I've got a video of this that I'm going to be posting next week. And then we've got, that's another shot. This is a Turnagain arm. And I'm trying to get this Alpine Bakery. Here we go. This is my younger daughter. And she is standing next to a snowbank. Now she's 4'10", and she's got her arm stretched. And this snowbank is actually not as bad as it looks. What it is, it was caused by the snow plows, but just as they brushed it up against the side of the parking lot there. So it's not quite as bad as it looks. But it was just an incredible trip. I learned a whole lot on the trip about dealing with the TSA, about flying in general, about packing, about cold winter gear. I'm going to be sharing some of those videos over the next couple of weeks. Also, I also learned more about getting cheap tickets and how valuable that is. So, I mean, this was an eye-opening educational experience for me. And even the way that I did my medications, I made a special case to put my medications in. There was some conversation about should I leave all my meds in the original prescription bottles, or should I try to get them put in little plastic baggies or day bags or whatever. It actually turned out to be, according to the TSA agent, she thanked me for leaving in the original prescription bottles. And she said that way she could see at a glance what they were, and it was very helpful. So we'll be talking more about that later too. So lots of great videos coming up. We're also joined by Piano in 60 Seconds. So hello and welcome. Good to see you here. Yeah, very over 50 and Fantabulous is very cool, and it was. We got to go to the church for church services that I was there for on the mission trip, and we got to see some familiar faces. That was totally amazing to catch up with everybody and see the church. There's so much going on there. Let's see, Valerie says she remembers snow like that when she was a young girl in northern New York where she grew up. I can see that. And we're saying hi to Piano. And Stellar wants to know, how long did it take you to find a boa to match your hat? Well, in this case, not very long. Not long at all. But it took me a while to find the hat because I wanted to find something that was a little different. You know, of course, I like wearing fun hats. And so some of the ones in Alaska were just kind of out there. So I tried to find a husky with little ears, but they only had those for little kids, so they wouldn't fit. So I had to go with this one. And we got Piano in 60 Seconds saying hi and says, in the UK, we never get bad snow, literally 6 to 8 inches, and that's it. And that's about what we get usually here where I live, if we get lucky. Most of the time, like this year, we've gotten like 1 inch or 2 inches, just enough to make a mess of things without being pretty. But not the case in Alaska. Joshua says he's still here. So, hi, Joshua. Glad you're still here. And Stellar's saying, hi, Josh. So, yeah. And I tell you, let's see, I want to go in and, you know, over 50 was so fabulous to do that super chat. I really want to show your channel off for a minute to give people an idea of how wonderful you are. So I'm loading your channel now. It'll take just a minute. You got to get the other YouTube tab to catch up with us here. Stellar says she had 1 inch like a week ago. Yeah, our area was actually getting snow when we left, so I was joking that it was getting me ready for Alaska, but it was just enough to not, you know, just kind of mess things up. Wasn't very pretty. Someone had a boathouse called Bodacious. Yeah, that rocks. Absolutely rocks. Well, the page is still coming in, so I'm working on it over 50 and Fantabulous. I just love that. Yeah. Yeah, our travel blog is the Bodacious Broads travel blog. Hence the hats and just having fun. Because the hashtag BeBodacious is all about having fun and just not letting life get in the way of living. Because as you guys know, sometimes life gets in the way. And so you just have to kind of learn how to go around the challenges. So, yeah. And so girls just want to have fun. And so do guys. And we want to escape sometimes from being bogged down from all the stuff that the world wants to throw at us. So hence the fun hashtags and the fun hats and the crazy boas and things like that. So I love that there's a boat called Bodacious, much less a boat house. That's what I need someday. Someday. Well, it's still working on coming in. I can't believe it. It's taking so long. Give it another minute. Or we'll try to anyway. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Let me pull it up and share. Okay. Got this share screen coming up. Here we go. This is Over 50 and Fantabulous. And she's got like really positive videos. And on this one from Saturday Supper, she actually starts out and she's cooking catfish. So you get to starts out cooking catfish, and you get to see, beyond that, and she shares about her life. And I'm trying not to give away too much of the video because I want you all to go check out her channel, and that is Over 50 and Not Fabulous and Fabulous, which is like beyond fabulous. So there you go. And her faith, we need you, Father. I don't know why that's not showing up as you having seen it. That's crazy. Several of these aren't. So I got to go back and figure that out. But so, okay, for some reason I had it, she was cooking catfish. Maybe that was wishful thinking. It was chicken. Okay, so I'm sorry, Lynn. I'll go back and fix that. So, but it's really nice because sometimes Lynn starts out with the cooking, and that kind of introduces herself to you. It's kind of non-threatening. We can all relate to it. And then she goes into the faith aspects of the show, and you guys have got to catch that. You just got to. And we have the White 2-pack in the house. White 2-pack, how are you? It's good to see you. Love seeing White 2-pack. Now, White, every time I go to class, I get notification on your videos, on your streams, but then when I go, they're gone. So I'm trying. I am trying to catch you. It's like catching a lightning bolt. Thank you. And Valerie puts it well. She's inspiring. Yes, she is. And thank you so much for that super chat. I'm stoked. So checking in with everybody. Valerie just got in from Belize. We had Candy, the wee service dog, who got to go to a shower this morning. And Johnny's glad to be here. Oh, good to see you all. Piano in 60 seconds. Good to see the new faces and the returning faces. Oh my gosh. So tell me what's been going on in your lives. We don't have a topic on Saturday nights, just so I can hear from you all and find out what's going on. I just caught you up on what's been going on with mine. Nagley store, Alaska, Talkeetna. So I will tell you one fun thing while you guys are answering me about what's going on in your life while you're typing that in. My daughter, and Fariana, this is the postcard that's coming your way, hun. My daughter and the friend of mine that went with us decided that they were going to go into this shop right next door to where we were. And we'd gone to dinner there at this restaurant, so they were going to go into the shop. And I'm like, why don't you guys go ahead and go shopping? And I'm going to warm up the car. Now, if you all know me, you know, like being bodacious is kind of all about having fun. So they were crazy enough to take me up on it. Okay. So it's not fully my fault. All right. I have these great gloves that are geared to like temperatures of like 20 below. I think I've got a video on them. And so who could resist the minute they went into the store, started making snowballs. So I gathered me up this nice little stockpile of snowballs. I sort of forgot to warm up the car. So, because I was stockpiling, I set the camera up on the tripod, my phone camera, up on the tripod, and I angled it toward the car. And while I was angling it toward the car, I had everything all set for the side of the car that I thought they were coming in on. But unfortunately, they came in on the wrong side. And that's unfortunate for me because I didn't catch it all in the video, but it's probably fortunate for them because they came around and I heard one of them say, "She's filming. Why is she filming?" And that gave me just enough time to gather up that snowball and throw it. About the time she says, "Why is she filming?" She's ducking because we had a snowball fight out in the parking lot, at the edge of the parking lot, right in front of the restaurant. Because you've got to seize the moment sometimes. And then they were like, "Did you warm up the car?" I'm like, "No, I didn't have time to warm up the car. I was busy making snowballs." Now, which do you guys think is better? Taking the opportunity to build snowballs and set up the camera and plan your attack, or warming up the car? It's the snowballs. It's all about seizing that moment. So that's what I did. So she threw them back at me. So the only thing is she's at an advantage. I still can't go well with my right arm. So I was trying to throw all the snowballs with my left and my aim wasn't exactly great, but she had the message. So yeah, they're in the parking lot and there's the roadside. We're having this big snowball fight. So it was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. And that's part of, don't let life get in the way of living. So there you go. Now, you guys, what has been going on with you all? I've got Stellar. Yay. She says that one of her clients moved into an apartment a couple of days ago. That is fabulous. Good for your client. And Valerie is saying, LOL, snowball fight, too fun. Yes. Yeah, that's something you couldn't do in Belize, but you could get in a sand fight. You could do that. Oh, Stellar Piper's picking on interns. She says, I got the intern with a snowball last week, and for the record, she started it. Yeah, y'all tell Stellar, that's what they all say, isn't it? We're supposed to believe that. They all say She started it. You know how many times I heard that as a mother while my kids were growing up? She started it. The same. And now look, they're adults and I'm still hearing it. But I hope you had fun. Congratulations on moving the client. Oh, Valerie says she had fish playing with us while we were diving. Wow. That had to be spectacular. And if you guys haven't seen her Facebook, oh my gosh, she's got some great photos. And I want to thank you all too for all the likes. I've got 7 likes. I'm so stoked. Just keep throwing those likes on the channel. If you have come in and you haven't liked it, please go ahead and do so. And, I want to invite you to stick around, so subscribe and join the channel and get all of the notifications. Because we have a good time. We have lots of shout outs. We have shout outs on Travel Tuesday Trivia at 10 a.m. Those shout outs come from winners of the previous week. So you can actually win shout outs by coming and seeing those live streams. And if it's not a live stream week, if it's a week where like I'm out of town, I'll post a video and you still have the opportunity. It's still there. You still have the opportunity to win a shout out or a card. This past week, postcards, and it went to pop-up and to Fairy Anna vlogs. And Stellar says that that's her story and she's sticking to it on the snowball side. Okay. And then she says, oh, wow, Valerie, that must have been amazing. I would say so. Just the idea you're swimming in the water and you've got all these fish around you and they want to play. Oh my gosh. That's cool. So Valerie likes to travel. She's been to Belize. Stellar likes to travel. How about you all? Anybody else? And do we have any big or small trips planned? Shout them out. Okay. Hang on a second. I have got a message. I'm not sure if it's a text or a tweet. It's a tweet. Okay. There you go. Just answered that. Okay. So Valerie is planning a cruise in September. Candy, the wee service dog, says she's trying to figure out which yarn to make my own boa. They have really neat yarns that look and feel like for making a boa. There's some good stuff out there. Some really good stuff. And AC Moore is going out of business, so you can pick up some really cool stuff at AC Moore right now, pretty cheap. I think they're in like the last couple of weeks, which I hate that they're closing. But, that's jobs lost. So, but hopefully it'll mean well and some of the other stores will be able to pick up the slack. I know with me, the thing that's closest is Hobby Lobby, but it's still an hour away. But there's lots of neat stuff out there. Valerie, you'll have to do a boa for your cruise. And they did not have those coloring books that we talked about because I was going to pick some up. Valerie says she's avoiding AC Moore. He's been there 3 times and spent too much money. I hear you. I can relate to that. I picked up a couple of things before we left on the trip, but not really what I wanted to. I was hoping to find like some little craft I could do in my hand, but I wound up trying to get videos edited. I got yelled at on the plane too. So, because I bought the Wi-Fi and it says that you could use the Wi-Fi and do like Facebook and stuff. So I thought I'd be really clever and take just a minute and call my husband. And the steward came over and he's like, "We don't allow phone use on the plane. You need to hang up." And I was like, "Oh, because I didn't know that." And he's like, "Yeah, it can create a disturbance. So go ahead and hang up." And I was like, "Okay." So I was on the phone with my husband and I'm like, "I'm being fussed out. I got to get off the phone right now. Love you. Bye." And that's like the whole conversation. Well, would you believe he came over later and he's like, "Oh, Valerie says that's okay on the coloring books. I have a lot now. Thanks anyway." Okay. And seller's like, "Yelled at on the plane. What happened?" Well, it's just that I didn't know that I can use that to make a phone call because I'm calling him over Facebook Messenger. So, but the representative or flight attendant, they are now, came over. So he's kind of yelling at me. I hang up like right immediately because I'm like, "Oh my God, I'm going to make the plane fall out of the sky or something," because I called my husband over Facebook Messenger and I wasn't supposed to, and life is going to end for me in 20 seconds flat, or I'm going to get arrested and kicked off the plane. But he like came back later because I was just like horrified that I had just broken the rule that I didn't know about. And so he actually came over later and he's like, "You were so nice. And I get so much pushback." And he's like, "I guess I came across rougher than I should have." And I was like, "Well, it's okay because I didn't know." And then he was like, he was very nice. He was very apologetic. And you know what? He actually gave me a guilt gift. So let me see if I can pull this up. I was like, "I can't believe this." It was so nice of him. He brought me like 3 candy bars, a handful, and these are the nice ones that you have to like really spend money for. But I couldn't believe I did that. I didn't know it was against the rules. Stellar, Candy the Wee Service Dog says, "Seller, that sounds like something you would do." I'm not going to touch that actually with a 10-foot pole, but you can tell I'm smiling and laughing. And Candy, the Wee Service Dog, is saying, "Valerie, you must take Candy and I with you." So that would be fun. That would be a lot of fun, actually. Let me see if I can show you this stack of candy bars. But I felt really bad because I didn't know. And he was so nice. He's like, "I always get pushback. People always yell at me." And I'm like, "I'm not going to yell. I just want to get there safely." So I'm going to see if I can find it real quick. Not all of my photos have uploaded to Google Photos yet, so I may not be able to share it. But yeah, he was so nice. And honestly, I have to tell you that the TSA agents, all the flight attendants, the staff on the ground, nobody could have been nicer. We had an excellent experience all the way across. I was really worried about the TSA. I had my notification card with me, and so I gave him that. Plus, I called ahead and I had talked with the TSA. You can actually set up a passenger support specialist to come and meet you after you get into the TSA area. And I did that. And let me tell you, it was phenomenal. I have never been so impressed in all my life. Okay, and Stellar Piper is saying, "Candy, it is. I got yelled at on a train for talking while riding in the quiet car." Oh my gosh. And Valerie says, "You're all welcome to come along." So yay. And Stellar's asking, where are you cruising to? Yeah, inquiring minds. Okay, so let me show you this candy. Here we go. There's the candy. 3 bars of it. And it's Daco, and it's some kind of sea salt in dark chocolate, and it was delicious. But I thought it was so nice of him to do that, because I got fussed at, but I mean, I was breaking a rule, and I didn't, even though I didn't know it's a rule, I still broke it. And so he was so apologetic. Everybody was nice, and he was just really nice. So there you go. Sometimes good things happen even after you break a rule and screw up. So. Oh, Valerie's going to ABC Islands in Aruba. Another nice warm tropical climate. That'll be fun. Looking forward to lots of videos. Lots and lots of videos. Lots and lots of photos. And I'm going to toss out my BeBodacious mug here. It's my Zazzle store. So that's what I'm drinking out of, in case anybody wonders. Valerie says, we're trying to find placings where the driving is good. Aruba's got a good reputation for diving. Oh. The water should be clear, too. All the photos that I've seen, the waters have just been, you know, just like almost like looking in a mirror. It's been so clear. You'll have to fill us in and tell us if that's really the case. Where's the most fun, most interesting, I'll say, interesting place that you have dived so far, Valerie? And Stellar, I don't think I knew that you got yelled at on the train. Oh, Stellar, let me show you. I don't know if you can see what's wrong finger. This sign right up here that says crazy. I actually put it up here in your honor. Hopefully you all can see that. Valerie says the water in Belize was cloudy because the water was so rough. Aw, visibility wasn't good. I hate that. Were you able to have a good time anyway? I hope. Cross fingers. Valerie says the dive team is Cozumel, Mexico, is my favorite dive team. We've been there a couple of times. Neat. It's always worth going back if you have a good experience. Costa Maya had a beautiful reef, Valley is saying. Yeah, I'm not familiar with that one. I don't even think I've seen photos of it, so I'll have to look for that. I have to check that one out. Oh, almost sneezed. Sorry about that. So, okay, Stellar, this sign up here, I keep pointing. This is up here in your honor because of you. Oh, and this picture right up here, this is actually Denali. I was hoping to see that in Alaska this time and did not get to because it's snowed. And the reason this picture is, this painting up here is in my daughter's honor. is because we were watching a tornado go by one day, and I was talking to her on the phone, and later she said that that took a special kind of crazy. So I had it made into a sign. What can I say? I'm going to tilt this back down so I can see better. Ah, there you go. And Valerie says, we did have a great time in Belize. We decided not to do as much diving as we wanted to and do some hiking and canoeing instead. Those great activities there. Belize just looks gorgeous. And Stellar says that Denali is a shy mountain. Yes, it is. And that's because the mountain itself, it makes its own weather patterns. It doesn't matter what else is going on, like on the ground or anywhere around it. It's big enough that it has its own weather. So when it's covered up by clouds, which it often is, you can't see it. And the way the clouds blend into the sky, you can't even see the clouds. It just looks like there is nothing there. And so when Denali is visible, they say that the mountain is out, and that means it's visible and you can see it. The big thing is you'll hear people say, oh, is Denali out today and whatnot. So that's what's going on. If you ever get to Alaska and you hear that, now you know. And Stellar says she stands by it. And she's talking about the sign that says a special kind of crazy. Yeah. Now I've got to get one though and put it like right in here somewhere for hashtag BeBodacious, I think. What do y'all think? I think that's a given. Whoops. What did I just knock off? I have no idea. My phone, that's what I knocked off. All right. I had this up because I heard a corny joke and I wanted to be able to remember to share it on here. And there's two corny jokes. Okay. Reader's Digest. All right. They're clean. Don't worry. All right. What travels around the world but stays in one corner? Whoever gets this gets a bragging right. I'll give you a shout out. What travels around the world but stays in one corner? I'll give you a hint. Postcard, it would go right here. It stays in one corner and it travels around the world. So what goes right here? We'll see who gets that right. And there's another joke. And this one is really bad. This one is, what kind of chocolate do they sell at an airport? What do they sell at an airport? What kind of chocolate? Yay, Valerie, she got the stamp. There you go. She got it. What's in the corner that travels around the world is a stamp. Because it goes lots and lots of places. Good for you, Valerie. And I'll give you a shout out too. Valerie, are you on Twitter? I can't remember. Can anybody guess the other one? It's the other one's like really corny. Think about this. What kind of chocolate do they sell at the airport? Valerie's got Twitter, but she doesn't really use it. Okay. Gotcha. Candy the Wee Service Dog says, I have a friend that's coming down from rural Columbus, Ohio, take me up to her place and have a slumber party and celebrate my birthday week, February 29 to March 1st, early March 6th. A giant slumber party? That's going to be too much fun. That's going to be fabulous. Whoops. I just knocked the computer crazy. There we go. Stiller says that sounds fun, and I agree. A week-long slumber party. Oh my gosh. You know that's going to be good. Yeah, Valerie says have fun, Candy. Agree. You'll have to get like some of those skin masks and do facials, paint each other's nails, or go have them done. Candy the Wee Service Dog says, I'll have to say goodnight, everyone. Have a great Sunday. You too. You too. We're actually only going to be on here about 5 more minutes until 8 p.m. Just try to keep your time respectful of your time. So, yeah, I hope you have a great time. There are so many things ladies can do when we get together. I actually got to go to Macy's on my trip. I have not been to like a real department store, and I do not know when. If you get a chance to go shopping, I hope you go. We'll have to hear all the details when she gets back, won't we, ladies? Yeah. All right. So on the chocolate joke, what kind of chocolate do they? I told you this is bad. I told you this morning. What kind of chocolate do they sell at the airport? Plain chocolate. Plain. PLANE chocolate. Don't blame me. Blame the joke. Okay. That's actually the joke. I'm going to hold it up so you can actually see it. That's terrible. There we go. What kind of chocolate do they sell at the airport? Plain chocolate. Kenny the Wee Service Dog says, Night Stellar, try to act like an adult. Thank you, Candy. I need the help. And for those of you who are watching who don't know it, Stellar's my daughter. I know, isn't it bad? Valerie says that is bad. Yes, it is. Candy the Wee Service Dog says, thanks, Valerie. Oh, Stellar's got a joke saying, why did the Scarecrow win the Nobel Prize? Why did the Scarecrow win the Nobel Prize? I have no idea. Anybody else want to jump in on that one? And Stellar says, I promise to act my shoe size, not my age. That is a bodacious response, if ever I heard one. My shoe size, not my age. That's cute. Yeah, I don't have any idea why the Scarecrow won the Nobel Prize. Oh, boo. He was outstanding in his field. Ha ha. Why did the Scarecrow win the Nobel Prize? She's asking, and the answer is he was outstanding in his field. That's terrible. Okay, it is kind of funny. All right, it is. It's corny. I thought my chocolate joke was corny. That's that chocolate joke came from Reader's Digest. Hey, we have Peter Parker, aka Spider-Man, the hero, in the house. So, hey there. And I'm going to break out in hives again. Oh my gosh, 10 months, people. He's reminding me 10 months until Christmas. No. Okay, I'll make that go away. No, I'm hitting all the wrong buttons here. 10 months until Christmas. Wow. Okay, I've got 7:58, so 2 minutes. We're still going to be on. And y'all, if you have not done so yet, please give me a thumbs up and like the video, because that tells YouTube I'm making content that you want to see. And if they don't get that message, they'll bury me. That's what they're doing to channels now. And it's YouTube, it's their platform, so YouTube's going to do what YouTube's going to do, but the more likes, the more it helps. And Peter Parker is laughing at me because I can't believe it's 10 months until Christmas. Okay. And he says good night. I'll be here. We got 1 more minute to go. So I want to thank you all for coming out tonight. It's been so much fun. I really missed last week, but with the trip and all, I knew I wasn't going to be here, so I had to cancel, and I hate that. Stellar wants to know, what do you call a dog with a hammer? A Labrador. That's okay. These jokes are getting worse. The jokes are getting worse. Okay, Peter, you've got someone in here after your own heart. Valerie here. She has already started her Christmas shopping. Yay. And Stellar says, Valerie, you're definitely ahead of the game, which is exactly verbatim what crossed my mind. Too funny. So Peter, have you started your Christmas shopping yet? Or do you ever go out of Christmas shopping mode? I just have to ask this before we go. And he says, cool. All right. Well, we're just waiting for Peter to answer. And I want to say thank you. Yep. He says yes. That's awesome. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for coming out and hanging out. It's been a lot of fun. I hope you have a fun day. Go out and always hashtag BeBodacious. Don't let life get in the way of living. Keep tuning in next week. I'm going to start this series of Alaska videos. And Instagram, I've got daily photos coming up from the journal that I kept. Peter Parker says he shops all year round. And Valerie says, have a great night. Wishing you all a great night too. Again, always hashtag BeBodacious. Don't let life get in the way of living. And make sure you like the channel, like the video, and join the channel. Thank you all for watching. Good night, everybody. Where am I? Okay, now good night, everybody.